Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Rafa Salsabila from class 2C Information System. On this occasion, we will present material on multiple adjective clauses relating from the reading text. Adjective clauses are an important part of constructing complex sentence in English. During this presentation, we will explain definition of adjective clause and definition of multiple adjective clauses, the difference between conjunction like who, which, that, to, where, and why, how to arrange multiple adjective clauses in one sentence, and as well as example sentence and their application in real reading text. The purpose of this presentation is for all of us to understand how to construct more descriptive and clear sentence by using more than one adjective clause effectively. Definition of adjective clause. Adjective clauses, also known as relative clauses, are a type of dependent clause that function as adjectives. They provide additional information in a sentence, specifying or clarifying its meaning. These clauses are essential for constructing detailed and informative sentence in English. Definition of multiple adjective clauses. Multiple adjective clauses are two or more adjective clauses that describe the same noun within a sentence. An adjective clause is introduced by relative pronouns such as who, whom, which, and that, or by relative adverbs like when, where, and why. Each of these elements serves a specific role in connecting the clause to the noun or pronoun it modifies. They can be connected with conjunction like and or written as non-reflective clauses separated by commas. This structure allows readers or speakers to enrich their descriptions without breaking the sentence into several shorter ones. Next. Multiple adjective clause formula. The first one is relative pronoun as subject. In this case, the relative clause or adjective clause serves to explain the noun that is the subject of the sentence. The conjunction used here can be who, which, or that, depending on the type of noun being described, whether it's a person, thing, or animal. The formula is noun as subject plus relative clause 1, who, or which, or that plus verb plus conjunction like and or but, plus relative clause 2, plus main clause. This means that we have one noun that is explained by two adjective clauses and it all adds up to a whole sentence. For the example, the bridge that connects the two cities but that is often congested with repairs. The bridge is the noun that is the subject. That connects the two cities is the first clause explaining that the bridge connects the two cities. That is often congested is the second clause, which gives the additional information that the bridge is often congested. It ends with the main clause is the bridge needs repairs. So in this sentence, the adjective clauses describe the same subject, the bridge, with complementary information. The second one is relative pronoun as object. Relative clause or adjective clause serves to explain the noun that is the object, not the subject. In this case, we use a relative pronoun like whom, which, or that as the object in the adjective clause. The formula is noun as object plus relative clause 1, whom, or which, or that plus subject plus verb plus conjunction like and or but plus relative clause 2 plus main clause. This means that we give two additional pieces of information about the noun that is the object and each clause is preceded by whom, which, or that. For the example, the author whom we interview and whom the critics admire writes mystery novels. The author is noun as the object being described, whom we interview, the first adjective clause, whom the critics admire, second adjective clause. And the main clause is the author writes mystery novels. Next. Relative adverb. When you want to explain the place, time, or reason of a noun using more than one piece of information, you can use multiple adjective clauses that start with relative adverb, namely where, when, and why. The formula is noun as place or as time or as reason plus relative clause 1, where, on, when, or why, and subject, plus verb, plus conjunction, plus relative clause to, plus main clause. For the example, the hospital where she was born and where her mother works is closing. The hospital as noun, where she was born, relative clause 1, describing the place of birth. Where her mother works, relative clause 2, describes her mother's workplace. Both clauses describe the same noun, namely the hospital. Both the connected with the conjunction and the main clause is the hospital is closing. Next, relative pronouns. A word used to connect a clause or phrase with a noun or pronoun. The types of relative pronouns and their example sentence are below. Who, as a relative pronoun, who is usually used for adjective clauses where the noun is a living or named person or thing. However, the word who is generally reserved for human nouns only. For the example, the woman who is singing on stage and who is wearing a red dress is a famous singer. Two adjective clauses describing one noun, namely the woman. The first clause is who is singing on stage, explains that the woman is singing on stage. The second clause is who is wearing a red dress, explains that the woman is wearing a red dress. Both clauses are connected by the conjunction and both describe the noun the woman. The main clause is the woman is a famous singer. Whom. Whom is the opposite of who. If who is used for the subject, then whom is used for the noun that is the object. For the example, the girl whom I met at school and whom my friends like is very friendly. The sentence, this girl whom I met at school and whom my friends like is very friendly consists of one main noun, the girl, which is described by two adjective clauses. The two clauses are whom I met at school explain that the girl is the person the speakers met at school. Whom my friends likes explains that the girl is also liked by her friends. These two clauses are connected by the conjunction describe the girl more specifically. Next. That. That is a relative pronoun that is similar to which, but that can only be used for restrictive clauses. For the example, the phone that I lost yesterday and that my friends found is now working fine. The main clause is the phone is now working fine. The adjective clauses that describe one noun, the phone. That I lost yesterday explains that the speaker lost the phone. That my friend found explains that his friend found the phone. Both clauses are connected by the conjunction and both describe the noun the phone. Which, which is a relative pronoun that is used to indicate one thing among several things that must be chosen. In addition, which can also be used the same as that. The difference is that which can be used for restrictive and non-restrictive clauses, whereas that can only be used for restrictive clauses. For the example, the book which I borrowed from the library and which my friend recommended is very interesting. The one main noun is the book. The adjective clauses that describe the book, which I borrowed from the library, explains that I borrowed the book from the library, which my friends recommended explains that the book was recommended by my friends. These two clauses are connected by and they all describe the noun the book. The main clause is the book is very interesting. Next. Relative adverb. Relative adverbs are usually used to connect independent clauses with adjective clauses. Relative adverbs consist of three words, when, where, and why. When. When is a relative adverb that is commonly used to indicate time. For the example, that summer when we traveled together and when we learned so much was unforgettable. Uh, which are two clauses that explains the noun that summer. The two clauses are when we travel together and when we learn so much. These two clauses function as adjective clauses because they further describe the summer in question. Where. whereas a relative adverb is used to describe an adjective clause in the form of place. For example, the school where I studied English and where I met new friends is now closed. The sentence the sentence contains multiple adjective clauses, which are the clauses that describe the noun the school. The two clauses are where I studied English and where I met new friends. Both clauses use the conjunction where, which function as a relative adverb to indicate a place, namely the school. Since both clauses specify the school in question. Next. Why? Why is used to explain an adjective clause that shows the existence for a reason. For the example, the reason why she cried and why she left early is still unclear. Why here is a relative adverb that describes the reason. The main clause is the reason is still unclear. There are two clauses that explain the noun the reason. Why she cried explains that the reason has to do with her crying. Why she left early explains that the reason relates to her leaving early. Both clauses are joined by an. The sentence, the reason why she cried and why she left early is still unclear, contains a restrictive clause because it provides important information that specifically explains the reason, so it cannot be omitted without changing the meaning of the sentence. Converting to a SVO sentence, uh, the first is she was crying for a reason. She as subject was crying as verb for a reason as object. Uh, to second sentence is she left only for a reason. She as subject left only as verb and for a reason as object. And the third sentence is the reason is still unclear. The reason is subject, is as verb, and still unclear as object. Then it is put together with a more straightforward SVO structure. She cried and left only for an unclear reason. She as subject, cried or left as verb, and for an unclear reason as object. This sentence is a restrictive clause because both clauses restrict and specify the specific reason being talked about. Without these clauses, the meaning of the sentence is unclear. Next. Restrictive and non-restrictive. Restrictive, a clause that is necessary to comprehend the noun or phrase. No commas. Restrictive clauses define or limit the meaning of the word it modifies and is therefore essential to the meaning of the sentence because it contains essential information. Restrictive element is not set off with commas. If you remove a restrictive element from a sentence, the meaning change significantly, becoming more general than you intended. For the example, the students who studied hard and who attended every class pass the exam because these clauses provide important and they are restrictive adjective clauses. Such clauses are not separated by commas and should not be removed from the sentence as it would change the overall meaning. Non-restrictive. Non-restrictive clause that is not necessary to comprehend the unknown or price. It provides extra information or optional information about the unknown or price. Uses commas. Non-restrictive clauses describe a noun or pronoun whose meaning has already been clearly defined or limited. Because it contains a non-essential or parenthetical information, a non-restrictive element is set off with commas. If you remove a non-restrictive element from a sentence, the meaning doesn't change significantly when the relative pronoun function as the object of the sentence. It can omit it from the relative clause. Although that is sometimes used in accusative clause, it is not allowed clauses. For the example, my brother, who is a doctor and who recently moved to Canada, loves hiking. Uh, The sentence contains two non-restrictive adjective clauses that provide additional information about my brother. Since the information is not an essential part of identifying who is being referred to, these clauses are non-restrictive and can be deleted without changing the main meaning of the sentence. The comma used also indicates that the clause is not obligatory for the basic meaning. Next. Verbal sentence. Verbal sentence is a sentence that uses the verb as a predicate. It means that the sentence must contain a verb. Verbs are the action words in a sentence that describe what the subject is doing or expect a state of being. Without a verb, a sentence is incomplete. For the example, relative pronoun as a subject. The books that inspire young readers and that when many words usually become bestsellers. A relative pronoun as an object. The movie that I watched last night and that my mother recommended made me cry. And relative adverb, the cafe where we first met and where they serve the best coffee is closing next week. Nominal sentence. The nominal sentence is a sentence that uses the nominal uh, noun, adjective, or adverb as a predicate, except verb. In English, they often include linking verb or we call as auxiliary verb or to be, like it, are, was, were. For the example, relative pronoun as a subject, the books that inspire young readers and that win many awards are valuable educational tools. Relative pronoun as an object. The movie that I watched last night and that my brother recommended is a classic drama. The last one is relative adverb. The cafe where we first met and where they serve the best coffee is our favorite spot. Next. This is the reading text if we look for a sentence and change them into multiple adjective clauses, such as second paragraph, second sentence. The sample consists of 30 freshman students from the Petroleum Institute, excluding females. In this sentence, the main noun in focus is 30 freshman students. The sentence conveys the two additional pieces of information that explain more about the freshmen, namely, they are from the Petroleum Institute. They don't include women, which is expressed through the press, excluding females. However, both pieces of information are conveyed in the form or press. We can convert the phrases into two adjective clauses that each describe the same noun. Result of change to multiple adjective clauses. The sample consists of 30 freshman students who were from the Petroleum Institute and who didn't include females. The phrase from the Petroleum Institute was changed to a full clause, who were from the Petroleum Institute. The phrase excluding females is changed to a clause who didn't include females. These two clauses describe the same noun, students, and are connected by the conjunction and. Next. This is reference. Next. Material for multiple adjective clauses. I hope that the material I conveyed can help you understand how to construct complex and informative sentence in English. Thank you for your attention and participation. See you.